Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Friday night, and we back up in here talking about the doggone Queen Sugar. Now you know I'm mad enough to chew bricks because y'all voted for me to do this, and I'm sitting up in here, and it ain't but a handful of people in this room. Now y'all know I got every mind. I got every mind to shut this thing down and go to bed. I know good and goddamn well after everybody voted for Queen Sugar that it was not finna be no handful of people up in here for me to review this terrible show because this show is terrible. I'm just gonna tell y'all just like it is. It is horrible. I can't think of nothing good or redeeming about this debacle that I'm suffering through. But I went in for my sisters and I'm like, where is my sisters at? What the problem may be. Okay, yes, I said chew bricks and I meant just that. It ain't making no sense to me. This ain't adding up, y'all. Now, I went in because y'all said go in. Hey, Queen of Hearts KS. Uh-huh. And I'm going to talk about it. Oh, yeah. I'm going to talk about it. Sure am. Because I'm up here for my sisters and where y'all? So we just going to chill here for a minute. Because I'd be John Brown if I'm going to torture myself for an empty room. No, that's what we not going to do. Now, I'm a trooper, but I ain't going to never be that much of a trooper. Okay? But how y'all is? I hope you got something to eat. Hope everybody chilling and having a good time, relaxed and everything like that. I want everybody to be relaxed, having a wonderful time. Y'all, please hit the like button for me. Okay? Please and thank you, if you don't mind. This is a dirty game right here. Especially when this wasn't even my idea. Oh my God. Where y'all at? For real? See, this right here is the other reason why we not finna do this kind of stuff too much. Because see, there's a reason why we review the kind of shows we review and watch the kind of stuff we watch and talk about it. One of the main reasons we do that is because that's what people want to see. See, when we cover stuff like this here Queen Sugar stuff, see, it looks like other people ain't real interested in it. And because other people ain't real interested in it, see, y'all get sis out the bed, and we over here, you know, I'm 10 toes down for you, and it's an empty house. Right. See, this is what I'm talking about. Let me holler at everybody in the room because we probably finna talk about something else. I bet you I'm not finna talk about that. Hey, Tina, how you doing? Wani, hey, how you doing? Chanel, what's up, girl? Delicia, how are you? Deandra, how you doing? Happy to be happy? Sis, you up in here? All right. Sandra Richardson, Queen Mermaid, good to see you. Love my dogs too. Hey, darling. Angie made it all the way from Miami. Okay, Queen of Hearts KS, what's up? Marva says she's here. All right. Egypt is in the building. At least we got an archangel. Worst come to worst. Learning to love myself. How you doing? Velma Cook, how are you? JC is up in here. Girl, we finna be doing real good because we finna be talking about everything other than this dry behind show is what we to be doing. Okay, Christian Key, you done made it? She said, I'm here and I didn't vote for it either. See there? Yeah, we finna end up talking about something other else. Hey, Cheryl Cooper, you not feeling good, but you here. I hope you feel better soon, boo. Hey, BJ Dez. Okay, Easy Breezy, you made it up in here? Okay, all right. Hey, Demi P. That's that pretty lady. Miss Netta, how you doing? Okay. You say that show never appealed to me. It never appealed to me either. See, the whole gag was, I'm going to tell you what the gag was, Queen of Hearts. See, the gag was, they kept saying, oh, you should review this, you should review that. Are you going to watch this or you going to watch that? So now the thing is, I don't watch these kind of shows. And the reason I don't watch these kind of shows is because they are incredibly boring. They're incredibly boring. They're not real. They're not well written. It's a bunch of stereotypes and a whole lot of foolishness, right? So they kept asking me about all these different shows that are like really dry and I could pick them apart like with my hands, with one hand tied behind my back and my eyes blindfolded. But I said, okay, since they keep asking me about these shows that I would never watch, I made a poll and I put it on the community tab. And I said, okay, y'all vote and I will watch one show. I will review one show that I don't ordinarily watch or that I would never watch. And so they voted for Queen Sugar. That's what your sisters did. So your sisters voted for Queen Sugar. And so I'm sitting up here torturing myself with Queen doggone Sugar. Tina say, I don't watch that show, baby, and I understand why. Easy Breezy say, happy to be happy. I actually have an app for that. Okay, you talking about how the moon. Wait, y'all talking about the phases of the moon? Okay, so there's an app about the moon. That's actually more interesting than this show. Yeah, I hope Cheryl do feel better. Say your kidney's acting up and you don't want to go to the hospital. Well, I can't say nothing, baby, because I never like to go to the hospital either. But you just pray then. If you don't want to go to the hospital, I'm not going to force you to go. Just pray. But we do want you to feel better. And if we need to pray for you, we can. Okay? We don't mind one little bit. Not at all, not at all, not at all. So we got enough people where I guess it's all right to talk. Miss Netta says, I like Queen Sugar, but I will admit it gets boring at times and it had to grow on me. Girl, this here would have to grow like a fungus. It would have to grow like a fungus or some kind of weed. Because it ain't interesting. But y'all up in here now, maybe people were just late. Because y'all, I was about to really be like, let's talk about the baseball game. How about them Astros is what we was about to do. Okay? All right. Marvin say, me either. Where there are high percentage sisters, happy to be happy. Crescent moon, LOL, not full yet. Okay, y'all, you got a crescent moon where you at. Egypt said, I told you that was not a good idea to watch something you don't usually watch. But I was doing that for y'all. So that's why I'm like, if I'm going in for the sisters, y'all better be here for me now. Okay, we in it together. Oh, alkaline water is a very good idea. Mm-hmm. Angie said, fungus, I'm dead. Okay. And then Egypt talking about, I told you it wasn't a good idea. Egypt was the one told me to watch every season. If I had to watch every season, I would leave out of there like Ted Bundy. Straight up serial killer. BJ Dead says, I tried watching it too, but I can't get into it. I tried twice before. Well, I understand why. I do. So let me tell you what I watched, okay? I'm going to tell you what I watched and what I saw. Egypt said, I didn't vote on it for that reason. Okay? But let me tell you what I saw, and then I'm going to tell you what I thought, and y'all tell me what's going on, because y'all know it's a lot of this backstory on this show that I just don't understand. So I ain't going to trip about that. It kind of is what it is. That goes with the territory. When you 6 seasons in, and I ain't never watched so much as 5 minutes, so it makes sense that I wouldn't have all of the backstory. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and run with it. I might have to ask questions along the way, but we're gonna make it do what it do. As long as we in it together, I'm cool. So they started off, this is episode 3, y'all. They started off with this welcome home Prosper situation, right? So it was boring. They had a little side chit chat or whatever. Hey, CC Miller. She said, I never watched, but enjoy your commentary. Lord have mercy. Well, sis, let's buckle up and let's ride. So the welcome home Prosper party, it was real dry. I didn't understand it. You know, I guess I've never seen nobody throw a welcome home party for somebody been in the hospital for 3 days. I ain't never seen it. I done seen a lot of things. I never seen that. I felt like it was just a scene for a show. I get it. It wasn't quite realistic, but it's cool. Stuff happens, right? So then they get to Vine Hollywood. So she was still playing with the man, telling him stay out of her business, go ahead. And something made him double back. And so when he doubled back, he catch her, sneaking money out the drawer into a bag, into one of the bags she carrying. And then he watched her put it in the car and he confronted her about the line. So she went ahead, apparently came clean and let him follow her over there where the abused lady was with her child. So I said, okay, at least they, were able to work that part out. But I think he was definitely right to confront her about the lying. Easy Breezy say, Seanitra, you probably the only one that watched that show at this point. I believe it. Love my dogs too. Says Seanitra's commentary is better than the show. Oh my. That's all I got. Oh my. Okay, so that happened, right? So got past all of that, I'm gonna get back into it a little bit. Well, actually, let me go ahead and break that down. So I thought it was good that he confronted her about the lie, because it's never cool to lie to your husband. Don't do that. It's not cute. Now we sometimes we keep little stuff. We don't tell him everything, but don't be running around here lying to your man. So she got caught lying to her husband. It's not, like I said, never a good look. You know what I'm saying? The last thing you want is for your man to be side eyeing you about your behavior and your movements, because she was moving real janky, real funny. So he made an excellent point. Like, if her man found her, the dude that was beating her up found her, he wouldn't have even known she was over there. He wouldn't have even known to protect her or nothing. See, that was an actually important element. I don't know if they really, if it made the impact that it should have, to be honest, because that's one thing we have to consider as women. Your husband is responsible to protect you no matter where you are, no matter the situation, whether you right, wrong, or indifferent. But you can't, saddle him with the responsibility of protecting you and you not being honest and forthcoming with your whereabouts. Like, that's not fair and it's not safe. So I'm glad he checked her on it, and she tried to flip it back, but she didn't acknowledge where she was wrong. So that kind of bugged me. I'm going to be real. That bothered me a little bit. Why are you not acknowledging anything that you do wrong? And I keep seeing that seems to be a recurring theme with these awful people, this awful family in this show. Now, if they had named this show The Awful Family, it would have made a lot more sense, because these are some terrible Negroes. Okay, these are some terrible, awful, wannabe uppity Negroes. And I'm just not sure, like, what's the point of showing such terrible black people on TV? I hope they're not saying that this is the ideal black family, and I surely hope they're not saying that this is the average black family, because I don't know a whole lot of terrible uppity Negroes like this. But I digress. It is what it is. Moved on from that. I did like that Hollywood was nice enough to still go over there and show love to them, and to show love to that little boy. And he mentioned later that he did see himself in that child. So I thought that was nice. So Ralph found out, I think, from what I think he was saying on that phone, was that both cane harvests were trash, is what I believe that he was saying, and was talking about he's still waiting on a settlement. Listen, he need to come up with something. That was a mess. And anyway, then the sheriff shows up to the black farmers meeting, and I think he was only there to intimidate. And I think he brought other white people there just to, disrupt, to do what they do best. White folks like to disrupt stuff. Anything got to do with black people, here they come. And they had the little redneck in there, and he's sitting there talking about, oh, why is it only a black meeting? This looked like reparations. First of all, even if it was reparations, which it could never be, even if it was, the money is old. Like, what are you talking about? At the end of the day, the money is old. There's nothing to discuss about the fact that the money is flat out old. But that ain't even what it was for. It's a fund that was set up for disenfranchised or black farmers. And it looked like the white people dragging their feet. And now that right there, that was legit, because it was true to life. So I definitely could respect that. I could dig it. Cheryl, what you say? The first time I watched it, I called my cousin and told her, thunder fire you. Girl, don't you start that up in here. These people don't know what you mean when you say thunder fire you. Okay? Yes, with their caucasity, honey. They brought their settler souls up into that meeting and started, using double negatives and dangling participles and sounding like Cletus the slack-jawed yokel all up and through that meeting is what they did. And just to disrupt, and the guy that was officiating, he was just as ignorant. He just thought he was smart enough, to kind of sidestep everybody, and nobody would catch on to what they were doing. Let's see. What else happened in that scene that was interesting? Because there wasn't a lot of interesting. So, of course, the dude went to talking about, unexpected delays, and, we'll be back in 6 weeks. And now I did like that Billy spoke up and told him, they're going to mess around if y'all don't come through with them funds, that they was going to go ahead and have to go to court and demand their money, which is sad that they shouldn't have had to go, resort to that. But then again, That part was true to life, and I enjoyed a little bit of realness there. Wasn't a lot of realness in this story, but that was very real. Hey, lady 747, did you get your email? Because them people delivered your package and they took a picture at your door. So I took the screenshot and I emailed it back to you so you'll have a reference. Okay, and make sure that's your door. Because sometimes Amazon will deliver stuff at the wrong door and take a picture like we don't know where we live. So just double check that. Okay. Now, hold on. Look what Marvin says. How our sisters, it feels like we tricked our matriarch. Yeah, y'all got me. Y'all got me good, is what y'all did. So that was interesting. Now that scene, that real quick scene where Vi was talking to that abused chick. Now I felt bad for her, but it was hard to get into the moment because the acting was so terrible. And I think what's making the acting so bad, y'all, is they keep trying to fake these accents. Listen, as a word for the wise, if anybody from Hollywood ever venture past my little small humble channel, if you are not Southern, do not fake a Southern accent. Not only is it insulting and disgusting and laughable and all of those things, it makes your acting unbelievable. Just like we can't believe your accent, we can't believe the lines you deliver because there's nothing authentic about it. Now, also, the man ain't been whooping on her in how long? Why she still look like that? See, it's a lot of overacting. They go too far in this show. Now, if the man had just got through beating your tail, okay, I see why you look like that. Now, it's been days you've been over there in that hotel because we don't watch Vice, a lot of her husband and sneak over there, can you food, money, and everything else. Now, it's been that many days since this man done tore upside your head. Now, you still sitting up there looking like who did it and ran. Girl, if you don't wash your face and comb that rat's nest on your head and smear a little mud on your face and cover up them black spots, because that ain't nothing but some acne. That ain't no behind whipping them some acne spots. Cover that stuff up, put your little rouge on, and try to look like somebody. The man ain't hit you in over a week at least. Okay? They need to cut that out. Yes, I hate when they do it too, and it does sound horrible, easy breezy. Love my dogs too. Say, I agree. Don't fake the accent. I hate that. It's so tacky, and they should stop it. We ain't even gonna talk about that little Ralph, that the Eeyore angel. So anyway, past that, all that happened, like I said, if I didn't take no type of accountability, she flipped it back on him. Oh, you doing the same thing with the real spot? We just alike. I'm starting to see that she's not a likable person, and neither is her wig. Now the little Michael boy, he get a call from his mama, and she being all extra melodramatic, of course. And so she's like, well, telling him about the dinner, your daddy gonna be there, Vi and the family. The child is like, okay, I ain't expect to hear that, but it is what it is. Asking him, do he have any feelings about it? It's almost like she wanted him to give her some kind of, dramatic interlude or something. The child was like, if you good, I'm good. If that work for y'all, go ahead on. I don't want to see you hurt no more, but y'all work it out. Go ahead. So she didn't get what she was looking for there, because I feel like she was fishing for some drama, and she just didn't get it. You talking about not Ralph Angel? Yes, I'm talking about Eeyore Angel, honey. All right? Eeyore, because that's who he gonna be for me. So then Charlie and the ex start this old tag conversation about the family opinion, blah, blah, smackety. Child, you did the girl wrong. Her people gonna look at you funny. It is what it is. So then Nova gets a pic of herself with a target drawn around her face, a red target. And so she went to huffing and puffing and tore that up. So I feel like this is more foreshadowing that possibly down the line, these people gonna try to do something to her. It may be very dramatic. I welcome that. I don't want them to actually kill the black lady in the story, but I would welcome it, because at least, it would be some authentic drama without agenda, posturing, and stereotypes. That'd be really nice if they could hurry up and get to it. Whatever they're going to do to Nova, kick it in high gear. Let's get it going. So at this family dinner, David shows up, and he is a funny looking character. Maybe just because he's so pale. I don't know. He's giving me like Dracula or Blackula. I don't know. He's just real pale. And I don't know. It does something to me. So he got a really warm welcome from everybody. They was all happy to see him, talking about getting the hook up on some tickets and whatnot. A lady 747 say, you hurt my feelings talking about Eeyore like that. Child, listen, go and pin that tail back on him. And then maybe he can smile for everybody and quit looking like the poster child for all my life I had to fight. Just every time I see him, he just looked like sadness and disappointment and disenfranchisement and underprivileged and just unfortunate. Everything about him just looks unfortunate. And it's unfortunate that I have to call him Eeyore. I'm sorry. He gonna have to wear that one. So they gave him the warm welcome. Everybody but Vi. She up there looking real crazy and stretching her eyes and stuff. He brought her some flowers and everything like that. Then he come giving a corny speech and an apology. And I thank y'all for a second chance. I was like, oh my God, what is this nonsense that I am witnessing? I was so unprepared for the level of tomfoolery that is this show. Okay? Love my dogs too, boo. Thank you so much for the cash out. She said some love. Let me see what you say. She said just for supporting the channel. Well, I appreciate that. That was sweet of you. Okay. So you say the poster child for Simbalta. You know how they had that little blob bouncing around looking sad? That's him. She said, yes, pitiful lately, for real. Ain't he pitiful? Even y'all that say y'all like this man, y'all have to admit that he is just pitiful. Queen Mermaid say, oh Lord, let me catch my breath. Listen, y'all asked me to tell the truth, and I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Not your twins mama. How you doing, love? I'm glad you made it. Okay, y'all just laughing at me, but I'm just telling y'all what I seen now. This is the report. I got to give y'all the report. So, he gave that little corny thing. Thank y'all so much for giving me a second chance. First of all, if you'd have said that to me, I'd have put you out the house right now because you full of crap. And it sounds like you full of crap. Any man sitting up telling you about thank you for a second chance for dogging out your kinfolks, you already know he finna do it again. He's thanking you for the opportunity to do it again. So now the only question is how many outside children he going to get this time, who he going to sleep with this time, and is he even going to pretend like he's sorry for it this time? Because he done thanked y'all for the second chance. You already know what's finna go down. Now, y'all is killing me. Your side hurting. I'm just saying it was some bull. So now let me tell you what else was some bull crap. Y'all ready for the real bull? First of all, what in the hell was Hollywood doing? Talking about that they was finna pray because little Michael was finna eat and they ain't prayed. And then here Hollywood talking about he gonna pray. And he ain't said one prayer. He sat up there like he was giving us the lyrics to a blues song. Well, it's been a hard year. And we done all been through this and we all been through that. That's not how you pray. Who pray like that? I know God hung up the phone immediately. Y'all know how you supposed to pray. You supposed to say, our Father. You got to address him. He ain't said, dear Lord. He didn't say, our Heavenly Father. He said, he didn't say, Father that's in heaven. He didn't even do like the old deacons in the old church. Y'all remember the deacons in the old church would start off praying by singing by saying the words to a hymn, and then they would get, Father, I stretch my hands to thee. No other help I know. If thou would draw thyself from me, or whither shall I go? And then they start praying and dig deep. And I remember some of them deacons would pray, and every Sunday their prayer was the same. We knew it by heart. And if you laughed, they was going to hit you. But it's the truth. And he sat up there reciting lyrics to a terrible blues album on the B-side, the B tracks. Talking about we done had rough years and this happened and that happened. That's not a prayer, Negro. Sitting up reciting your hardships. God ain't asked you for that. That's some vain babbling, and the fact that all of them sat around the table with them stupid looks on their faces. See, that lets me know, though, none of them Negroes pray in real life. Ain't none of them spoke to God for so much as 10 minutes all year long. Because if you did, somebody would have spoke up and said, now, nigga, you know you ain't praying. But instead, they let him sit up there and do that mess. It was ridiculous. I was offended for every Baptist in America. Now, I can't speak for the Holiness Church, but I'm offended for every Baptist in America. That was a hot mess. And you know them jokers got to either be pretending to be Baptist or possibly Methodist. Maybe Methodist. Because you know the Holiness people don't act like that. Okay? They're a little more real. And you know Baptist people, we probably ain't them, or they probably wasn't supposed supposed to be us, because as Baptists, we might slap you and then pray for you. The Methodist is real composed. So maybe they supposed to be Methodists, but the Methodists I know do know how to pray. So I'm not sure exactly what was going on, but I am offended for every Baptist in America. And I go on record saying that. There wasn't no prayer. And I liked Hollywood's character up until that moment. At that point, I was done with him. He can get off the whole show after that. He can get off the whole show. That didn't make no sense. That didn't make me no sense. I just couldn't make no sense out of it. And just say, Jesus, take the whole car. He should have took the car. He should have took the house and put them out. Did y'all hear that mess that Joker sat up there and did? And they up there panning around, showing people faces like he was really saying something meaningful. The only place I ever been, matter of fact, when I moved to Texas was the first time I heard black people that didn't know how to pray. Now, it's some of them that do know how to pray, but that was my first experience with black people that didn't know how to pray. And then they put this on television. See, this right, let me hush. Because see, that right there sent me. Love My Dogs Too said Hollywood talk like Clarence Carter did in that old song. Oh, not Clarence Carter. Clarence Carter. Okay, Angie said the whole car. That's what she said. And I believe it. So anyway, after that BS prayer, that's probably going to get them in trouble. Whoever wrote that prayer, it's probably got something. They got something to answer for. I hope they put some extra money in church on Sunday, because I don't know how else they're going to explain this. Okay, because Daddy was watching. Now, then they go to this grand opening of this here real spot. Now, by now I'm already looking at Hollywood sideways, because he done showed us in public that he don't know how to pray. They went up in there. Ralph Eeyore brought his prison friend. Hollywood was looking at him real funny. He's like, they met in prison. That was funny. So then after that, Prosper on the phone. That was kind of corny, but I mean, men can be corny sometimes, so that makes sense. More jab agenda talk. He was like, "Oh, y'all up in here, and at least y'all got y'all vaccine." I'm like, okay, more jab agenda. Is this really what y'all doing? You may as well just wear a T-shirt that says that I work for Oprah and this is what she about. Like, straight up, cut the crap. So then they had the ladies in the living room drinking wine, which was really cliche, corny, of course. They had Mo Davis talk. The little dumb pregnant girl, the one y'all said was the ex-crackhead, the lady from Crack Rock. She talking about, so, but do you still love him? Are you in love with him? First of all, wasn't she sitting at that dinner talking about, I didn't know him before the change. So if you didn't know him before the change, why the hell are you asking her, is she still in love with him? Why would you ask something that personal about somebody you don't know? But it was just weird. And then she went on to talk about that she feel like something is coming. Say she feel like she done got a second chance, and she feel like something's coming that she ain't gonna like. And Vi talking about trust joy. What the hell is you talking about trust joy? See, that's what let me know Vi is not wise at all. Well, that's not all that lets me know that. The fact that she got on that thick hairline on that wig and she keep pulling it back from her face like we don't know that ain't growing out her scalp, that's the first thing let me know she ain't wise. Secondly, you lying to your husband. And thirdly, you telling this girl to ignore her intuition, talking about trust joy. You sound silly as hell is what you sound like, okay? Something is coming. They finna lose their goddamn property. That's what's coming. Let me see what y'all talking about in this chat. I be missing what y'all saying, and I don't want to miss nothing. Okay, Love My Dogs Too did go there with the Clarence Carter. Okay, I hope ain't nobody gonna be stroking up in this show. And just say the show is so wrong, but the drag is magnificent. I ain't studying, y'all. Tina say the show sounds like all my life I had to fight. That's what it sounds like, baby. That's exactly what it sounds like. All right, what else y'all got up in here? Yep, talking about, yep, crack kill Applejack. Marva say the dumb pregnant girl. Darla has always been nerve-wracking. Yeah, she looked like something wrong with it. And that vacant look in her eyes. Why does she have such a flat affect? And what I mean by that, in case you haven't worked healthcare, when somebody has a flat affect, it means that their facial expressions don't match the emotion that they're trying to portray. She has a very flat affect. Now, I don't know whether this girl done had a stroke before, but I need them to do something about her facial muscles. Okay, they're not working. Now, I know they probably feel like they're giving her extra credit because she got that little messy color, but ain't enough yellow in the world to cover up the fact that you sitting up there with your face as flat as a mullet fish. I need some expression in that little dead face, okay? And to say, sisters, we got to call a meeting for the next review. What shall it be? Oh my goodness. So listen, so they sat up there and Vi giving her BS advice instead of trying to be a wise woman for once in her life. Okay. Hollywood went to sharing about the little boy and explaining how he did see himself in the child. And the way I took it was, he watched his mother be disrespected and it hurt him watching his mama hurt. And I think him seeing that little boy brought back that feeling that he had when his mama went hat shopping and that white woman disrespected his mother. So at that point, he was able to connect with the child. And I think that was cool. Okay. Marva say every season they potentially lose that farm. Well, then let it go then. Say they've been about to lose it since season 1. Lord have mercy. Why they always got to show black folks in their light? You got to finish that one. Yeah, ex-crackhead. But listen, I know some real crackheads that still own the crack and they can make facial expressions. She Beyonce's stepsister. How is she Beyonce's stepsister? I don't get it. Unless you're saying her daddy the one that's married to Miss Tina. Egypt say, I'll be stroking behind closed doors with my... Oh, Lord. You crazy. Egypt, I ain't studying you. Okay. So they went through that whole scene, and that was nice that he shared that he had connected with that child. So while the women is in the front room, see this right here. This right here is the mess. So they sitting up there talking to the crackhead, telling her Billy is bad news. Now let's talk about all the reasons why that's wrong. Can we? Do y'all mind? Well, I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Okay, he the one married to Miss Tina. Okay, cool. So this is the problem. How you gonna sit up there and tell a crackhead somebody else's bad news? First of all, she the one that y'all got to watch or make her clap her hands when she in the house. Billy don't look like she never stole nothing. But you sitting up here with your little terrible hairdo, looking like a scared cat or a scared deer caught in the headlights, talking about Billy bad news. Girl, what's bad news is you sitting up here drinking wine with a pregnant crackhead, talking about your personal business and trying to drag somebody's name through the mud. That's the bad news. But I digress. Talking about she bad news. She caused a lot of damage. Then here come Vi and that helmet she got on her head. Maybe that's the helmet of salvation. So let me not talk about it. Say that talking about some, and it was a rumor about her going with my ex-husband and he always disrespected me. But that one hurt because she was like a daughter. Press pause and I beg to differ, you dried up old bat. If she was like a daughter to you, you would have questioned your daughter and you would have believed your daughter over a Negro. That's what you would have did. That's exactly what you would have done. Okay? Angela, you said you had a crack cocktail? Had to. And yes, honey, I said a helmet. That's what it was. So, they bringing that up. And the fact that they set up talking about this girl like that, she not there to defend herself. She not bothering y'all. She not trying to hang up under you. And y'all sitting up there right now still got her name in your mouth. And I hope it tasted like a dirty pamper. Okay? That's some nasty stuff. I see why that girl left and didn't come back. I wouldn't have came back either to be around them old nasty stink behind Negroes. First of all, how you all at? You got one of them that was up here pretending like she was straight to her family while having other women rub their behind in her face. You got the old heifer with that dried up helmet of salvation lying to her husband. You got Eeyore that's married to a crackhead and he fresh out of prison. Child, this is a whole cocktail of everything going wrong. You got the one want to be a politician, but she going back to her philandering husband, and her son is a whole snowflake sitting up there with talking about he can't breathe and clutching his chest and clutching his pearls like he's a dainty little lady, soft as hospital cotton. I wouldn't have went nowhere near them Negroes. I'd have left and wouldn't have never came back, and it wouldn't have been nothing they could have told me that would have made me let them come anywhere near my father's house, not while I was there. Now, once I left, you could come back. But while I was sitting there, you wouldn't have came there. Now, let's see. A lady say, you really love them, don't you? Yeah, I love to never see them again. These are terrible people. I do hope, I hope that girl name tasted like a SH pepper, a crappy pepper in their mouth. Okay? I just gotta keep it real. You talking about a bunch of Negroes ragged as a mango seed that got the nerve to be sitting up talking about this girl, talking about she bad news. Negro, y'all is bad news. Page 1 through page 6, every last one of you. Just disgusting. So I get why she left and why she ain't come back, and the fact that her dad is still hanging up under them raggedy, stank, rotten, maggot-eating Negroes. Instead of taking up with his child, you taking sides with them other people. That's real slimy. I don't even feel bad that clear man shoved him down and he bammed his head. That was Jesus. That dirty clear officer was the hand of God that day. God been waiting to shove him down and beat him upside his head. That's what that was. Okay? Then the prison friend gonna offer Eeyore some help. Talking about it's a heist. All you gotta do is drive. You ain't even got to get out the car. Now I'm gonna tell you, talking about some computer equipment. The boy recognized the name of the people, say he ain't want nothing to do with it. I'm gonna be honest. I am glad he turned that down. You know, I still don't like Eeyore, but at least Eeyore got a little bit of sense, and his friend still showed him a little bit of love, passed him a little change or whatever, help him out. He tried to turn it down. How you turning down money? You sitting up there broke as Job's turkey. You better take that $100 and shut up, because you ain't finna get it nowhere. You're still behind quitting jobs, blaming it on the Rona when you got a whole crackhead in your house. Boy, bye. Okay? So anyway, wait a minute. Love my dogs too. Did you say you done fail and can't get up? Okay. A lady 747 say, not that Hollywood can't pray. You were through with all them ninjas. I'm through. And I thought he was the only decent character on the show, and he got up there giving us blues lyrics instead of talking to the Lord. That just really did my nerves. So then Ralph and them again, anytime it's him and, the lady from Crack Rock, it's always Ralph and them. They're meeting with a doula. She letting them know you still gonna need a midwife. And they talking about it's expensive and his ignorant behind talking about I want you to have the birth experience you want, not the one we can afford. It don't matter about that. The one you can afford is the only one you gonna get. Okay? And his silly behind still talking about a remedy check. And them clear people done told you they ain't gonna be back but in 6 weeks. Okay? A remedy check my foot. Now it sounded like she wanted to go ask her people for some help, and he back should have let her, because when it get down to the why, she gonna have to ask him for it anyway. And something in my spirit is giving me a sneaking suspicion, y'all, that she probably gonna sneak and go get that money behind his back when she find out that they finna lose everything. So now I think what's gonna happen is the bill collector gonna mess around and call, and she gonna get one of them calls, and when she find out, she gonna go run into her people and get the money. But they better be careful, because if they give her more than she need to pay that bill, she might go back to Crack Rock. Now, Queen Mermaid say, now this is how you want your tea served, full of flavor, surrounded by beautiful ladies in a ventilated, screened-in, wrap-around porch. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Okay, Angie say, Alexa, call the ambulance. Okay, all right, I got you. Now, JC say, OMG, I got to rewatch this after I actually watch this dumpster fire of a show. You got to. I'm telling you. It's something to see. It's terrible, but it's almost, I don't know, it's torturous, but I can still see the story in it. Okay? So then here come the little weak boy, little Michael. Michael, whatever his name is, the one that's going with the great value Lisa Ray, the old lady. So he up there, security run past him. They got him like a whole snowflake. Oh, he clutching his chest, and he done started crying, and he's shaking, Then his friend said, oh, you might be having a panic attack. And he sat there and just kept crying. What is you crying for, son? Ain't nobody shot at you. You ain't got no billy club upside you. What is you hollering for? Okay, I don't like this whole, let me tell you something that I don't like. They're trying to show young black men as either fragile, infantile, and feminized, or weak and unfortunate, and still infantilizing them like they just can't help themselves and the whole world is on their back. I don't like the narrative. I'm not for it. It is a bit much. Okay? It was a bit much. Okay? So they went through that with him doing all the little crying and stuff and, whatever. I was over it. I was over there crying because you're a full grown boy. If I'd have caught my son doing that, I probably would have just clumped him on the top of his head like a gorilla. Ain't no way in hell. Hey, Miss Sparkle. Hey, Candy. She said, you can do it being funny. Okay. Sandra said we missing some likes. I know we better not be missing no likes. Y'all hit the like button to help me out. So then they showed the abused lady bring her baby to the little restaurant, and that was cute. And Hollywood went to help the little boy fix his bike and talk with him. And I don't really know the point of that scene, unless it was just trying to have some type of warm, fuzzy feelings. I don't know where they would have came from, but I guess, and Vi sitting up there looking silly with her helmet of salvation on, I'm ready for her to change that wig. Can y'all tell me, do she ever change that wig? Or has that been the same wig since season 1? I have questions. I have so many about that wig. So then Joy stops by over there. Not Joy. Nova stopped by to take Prosper some food from leftovers from Vi house. Billy was sitting there, offered to talk to her. She talking about you can start with an apology. She was like, girl, that stuff was a long time ago. It was an accident. Okay. And she's like, how's the accident you vow? So Billy just went on and broke it down for her, right? So she's like, girl, you the one vow, you abandoned your friend, talking about and basically called her on that, oh, she's so high and mighty. But then basically let her know, like, that man lied on me, and every last one of y'all turned on me, ain't asked me nothing. Just took it and ran. Her daddy did too. And so the child was upset and hurt and felt attacked and just horrible. This man lied on her and he violated her without even touching her, which is messed up. Men do that though, especially when they're trashing. You say she do change the wig. Okay, thank God. I'm so happy. That wig was worrying me. I was like, listen, I don't want to see it no more. I'm going to have to go seek Christian counseling after I done seen that wig that many times. I don't understand what they're trying to do with it. But I'm glad y'all told me that it ain't going to last forever. Trouble don't last always, I guess. So the girl was just saying I was hurt. My own daddy didn't listen to me. He took sides with you trifling pieces of trash, but your daddy listened to me. So she acted out and she said something that she probably shouldn't have said, but it is what it is. She ain't allowing you. You was around there letting them women rub their behind in your face. Hell, if you could do it, you should be able to stand up under it. Talking about you had to answer questions you weren't prepared to answer. Well, then you shouldn't have been prepared to have nobody behind in your face. I feel like if you big and bold enough to do it, be big and bold enough to talk about it. If your people know, they just know. Hell, they didn't allow. She ain't allowing you. And then it ended up with Charlie and Davis and that boring dry toast. That is got to be the driest relationship I ever seen on a television program. I don't know. If that's their version of romance, I'm starting to understand why the man was tricking. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. And so they sat there, basically used that as a way to let everybody know he got the coaching job. Then they go walking inside with him holding her up like that. Like, all the ahs. Okay. I was not prepared for what I watched. I have survived at this point 3 episodes of torture from the cane field. I think that's what I'm going to rename this show. Torture from the doggone cane field. Easy Breezy say Charlie is dry. She looks it. She looks it. She really does. Let's see. And Lady 747 say, with all the awesome wig makers out there, no woman on TV should have a bad wig. And you right about it. We got sisters that make beautiful wigs. And you sitting up there with something that need a chin strap. Or maybe it come with a visor. Maybe that's why it looked like that in the front, because the visor is tucked up under there. Okay, let me see some more of these comments. Angie say, straight from the Improv Comedy Club, Seanitra, there's a 2-drink minimum. I'm done. And Marva talking about, I'm so sorry, but I needed this. So y'all is torturing me for fun. Oh, man, not my sisters. That's all I'm going to say. Not my sisters. Y'all done set me up. That's all right, though. That's all right. I'm a trooper. I ain't like the little boy gonna clutch. I'm not gonna clutch my chest and be acting like I'm finna die. You say it was meant to be. Oh man. Let's see. Say you about to watch the whole season. I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna get through it. Y'all told me it ain't but 10. There's 6 on there that I done missed, so I gotta catch up on them 6. And then I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna make it. And y'all going with me because this was y'all idea. And I'm gonna remind y'all every time if you don't show up, this was y'all idea. So be here where we can review this show. Helene say, love you and your honesty, Seanitra, straight with no chaser. Thank you. And Tina say, surviving Queen Sugar. Oh my God. Now the crazy part, Tina, is people watch this show on purpose. That's the part that's crazy. Somebody actually sat down when this stuff was new and watched it intentionally. There was no reason, there was no coercion, there was no extortion. They sat down on purpose and watched this show. Cheryl say that's why I don't watch anything Oprah or Tyler Perry. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Hey G darling, you say you just jumping on a while. You on a work break. Well, I'm so glad you came by, G darling. Cheryl says, stay in your truth, Queen Shadisha. I'm trying. I'm trying. They killing me. They killing me. Say, I'm going to be ready with my cash app. Okay, sis. I appreciate the love. But we going to do it. We going to do it. I might do it again next year and give y'all another chance to put me through one. Just pick a show. Just don't y'all. Matter of fact, if we do this again next year, Queen Sugar ain't even going to be on the poll. Y'all done did this to me once. Y'all ain't going to do this to me no more. You so crazy, JC. You going to put the cash app up. Your mama still watch it. Oh my gosh. Queen Mermaid say you are brave. I'm trying. I'm trying. Thank you, Christian. And just say, let's vote for Greenleaf Sisters. Oh God. Why do I get the feeling Greenleaf would be so much worse? Why do I get the feeling? Yes, I said next year. Y'all ain't doing this to me again no time soon. Marva said, I got tired of it, but I could never express my reasons like you. Oh my gosh. Marva, you said you was having some of them feelings, but you just couldn't put up the words. Yeah, Tina, the Queen of Cheesecake said surviving Queen Sugar. Now, y'all are so crazy. Oh my God. Now see, behind this, I need some suya and some stout. I'm going to go get me some suya. I think I want some chicken suya tonight. And I think I want chicken and beef suya. And I want some cold stout. Yes, I hope all of y'all are having a fantastic Friday. You say Greenleaf is better. Why do I feel like I don't trust that? Y'all the same people told me, oh, Queen Sugar, it'll be great. And I said, well, doggone it, I wasn't ready to watch it. But if they say it's that good, it's going to have some redeeming qualities. Okay? Lord, no, I absolutely have not watched Bling Empire. No. Yes. Love my dogs too. Say surviving Queen Sugar. Let's keep it going. She say Greenleaf gonna have you running. See? You see? Cheryl, I'm glad you said it. Cause see, a lady 747 was finna try to trick me. Talking about, oh yeah, Greenleaf is better. And I was in my dumb behind. I'm like, I don't think so. But in the back of my head, like, well, we can include it in the poll. And Cheryl came in and told me the truth. Queen Mermaid say, oh no to Greenleaf, but I love Lynn Whitfield. Right. Hold on. JC say, and some more goosey soup with goat meat and fufu. Child, let me tell you, that a goosey that Mama fixed, it had goat meat. She put oxtail in it. She put cow leg in it, unkobi. She put, I think it had chicken in it, stockfish. It had turkey. It was turkey in it. Lots of oda, so it was real pepperish. Girl, that soup is so good. I still got a little bit left. I was trying to just stretch it. And then she made me some stew too, so I can have rice and stew. So I might have my rice and stew. I might have my suya, a little egusi. I'm going to be eating and drinking my cold stout after what I went through this evening. See, y'all can't never tell me I don't love y'all. G. Darling says, Seanitra, you is so funny. I'm just saying, y'all can't tell me I don't love y'all. Like, this is real love. That show was like a spike to my eardrum. I'm telling you. Lord Mama say Greenleaf and got the palm to the forehead. You got tired of Empire too. See, that's why I say maybe next year we'll let y'all torture me again. I do it once a year. I do that as long as I'm alive and still doing my thing. I will suffer once a year. It's the least I can do. Yeah, Queen of Cheesecake just started a whole hashtag surviving Queen Sugar. Okay, she said, let me taste it. Nah, not this and here, not after the night. Now, if you was over here, I would buy you your own suya, but you can't have mine. Lord Cheryl say Greenleaf gonna make you really read them. Oh my, how bad is it? Oh my goodness. Yes, honey, she came through with surviving Queen Sugar. She said, girl, that Empire would be a hoot. Lynn Whitfield went, yeah, that's the same way. But one Lynn Whitfield, baby, with that thick top lip. I hope y'all love me back. This love starting to feel abusive. You say it just popped in your head. Hey, Candace Lane, what the rest of y'all got going on this evening? What are y'all doing? Ain't nobody going out? Everybody sitting home like me? You say this has masquerade ball energy? Girl, I don't know. We had more fun at the masquerade ball, I think. You was sick of Empire? Okay, all right. Say, oh man, one of our sisters fell laughing so hard. I think it was Cheryl Cooper. Cheryl, you fell laughing? Lord, y'all got to warn me. If you know somebody is unsteady on their feet, okay? Let me know where I can shut my big mouth. A lady 747 say surviving black TV. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Deandra say Ralph Angel is a poor excuse for a man. Sisters, if he was fine, his poor, pitiful, depressive spirit would just be a turnoff. Yes. And he don't look fine to me. Even the whites of his eyes dingy. I don't know what they looking at. Lord, Andrew Mack say, give me sugar. Oh, shoot, Andrew Mack, give you sugar. Have you watched Queen Sugar, Andrew Mack? Because we trying to survive it. Marva say that other show is really morally bad in a mega church. I don't even like mega churches. All American is good too. Boy, that sounds terrible. Greenleaf is like a Medea wig. That's what it is. Oh, wow. Yeah, don't do that one to me, sisters, please. Have mercy. She said, yep, painting my toes. LOL at you. Oh my gosh. Man, this love starting to feel like it hurt, Marva. This love hurts. G Darling say, yes, Seanitra, we love you back. Yes, the ball was off the hook. It was. We had a whole good time. She say, not the whites of his eyes is dingy. Go back and look at that man and see if the whites of his eyes ain't dingy. Say somebody called for an ambulance. He was better looking. I'm serious. I just looked at that pitiful little fella and I said, if my daughter brought something like that home, I would have sicked the dog on him. If you don't get that thing off my porch, ain't no way. And y'all up there telling me about older man fine. I'm all tuned up, thinking I'm finna at least see some eye candy. And here come this little poor pitiful thing, look like something the cat done drug in. He looked hungry and sad and pitiful. Even his posture is bad. He's standing with a hump in his back. He's got kyphosis. He's standing stoop shoulder. His neck craned out like Buzz Buzzard. And always sad like Eeyore. Mm-hmm. A lady 747 say the first 3 episodes of the first season he was fine. Well, what the hell did he do? Did he borrow that girl's crack? Lord, Nacho Twins mama say sick Uggs on him. Lord, have mercy. Yeah, she gonna scream all day until she get that bottle. Cheryl Cooper say, OMG, I'm eating goat soup. I'm assuming you mean goat pepper soup and fufu. I ain't mad at you, but I'm finna eat good. JC said this review is the perfect end to a long week. Lord. Queen Mermaid say dingy blunt paper strained eyes. See, now you went in. Miss Barker say LOL, what he got? That's what I want to know. What do you have, son? Are you jaundiced? Why are the whites of your eyes? Why is your sclera not white? Okay. Cheryl says, missed the ball. How could I watch the replay? Had technical difficulties. Baby, we didn't record the party. It was a party. Don't worry, you're gonna be there for the next party. Now, Andrew Mack said, I started the first season of Queen Sugar, but between Greenleaf and that's HN, I had to break. What is that HN? Y'all, you know I depend on y'all to educate me. Marvin said he was Seanitra. I think the character beat him down. So when you act pitiful and piss poor, eventually you just get dingy and your shoulders get stooped and your head get narrow and that vein bulge out your forehead. Oh, have and have nots. Oh, that's what THATN whatever that is was. Okay. Easy Breezy say the have and have nots was just horrible, horrible. See, and this people be watching this mess. Miss Parker say you got me choking on these hot peppers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, gorgeous. I didn't mean to do that. The haves and have nots. Okay, yep, I caught on. That's why I say once a year. This gonna be my good deed. Y'all can torture me one time out the year, but we're not gonna do it twice in a year. And I mean a whole calendar 12-month year. I need a whole 12 months after this ends before this ever happens to me again. Y'all got me good this time, Marvel. Y'all got me. It's cool. Y'all won't get me no more, but you got me. Oh, Lord. I'm trying to see what time Adamu closed because I want that suya. You talking about watch the over. I don't trust y'all no more, Miss Parker. I don't trust y'all no more. Not after what y'all did to me this time. No. I'll do anything for you, but go watch a show just because y'all told me to. Once in 1 year, the poll will go up. And next year, I don't care if they got a Queen Sugar, King Sugar, the Court Jester Sugar. We ain't watching nothing with sugar in the title. We ain't even watching Sugar Hill. Matter of fact, JC, take a note. If we got Sugar Hill on the urban movie list, scratch it off. Anything with sugar in the title, we ain't watching. Then I mean that sugar's over. It's a wrap on the sugar. Want to hear nothing about no sugar after that. Terrible. Okay, so I think Adamu is still open. So you know what that means. I'm going to have to bounce on y'all. I love you so much, but I'm finna go get my suya. Andrew Mack say, I'm burned out from Tyler Perry shows. Okay. Happy to be happy. You say we will lose weight too. Who losing weight? I hope you got a magic powder. Queen Mermaid said brown sugar. We ain't doing none of the sugars. Oh, I guess you say we'll lose weight if we get rid of all the sugar. Well, let's let it happen. Let's let this go down. Now, learning to love myself. Can't wait till Dexter starts. Now, I like Dexter. Thank you, JC. I mean that. Make sure ain't nothing left on even the movie night list that got the word sugar in it. Matter of fact, the next time we go back in the Royal Family Media Room, don't you even play nothing from the Sugar Hill game. They better be glad that this happened after Harlem Nights because we wouldn't have watched that because you had Sugar Ray in it. Say, how about reviewing one episode of one show? No. I'll see y'all next year. I ain't joking. Not your twins mama say you done sent me, sis. I'm telling y'all the truth. Over have and have nots and others by Tyler not. Okay? Yeah, everything gonna be sugar free. This whole house finna be eating like diabetics. Sugar free. That's right. Yeah, Dexter, the serial killer that worked for the police. I like that. Now I can work with that. That's a show I can get behind. I was wishing Dexter would have showed up in the middle of this episode. Now they have a crossover episode. I'm with it. Now y'all bring Dexter in here to clean out some of the trash. She say Dexter coming back. I sure hope he will. Tina say, Queen of Cheesecake say, surviving Queen Sugar, you messed up everything. Yeah, anything with sugar in it is a no-go. Matter of fact, at the family reunion, I ought not even make y'all no sweet potato pies because that means I got to put sugar in it. I don't want nothing to do with no sugar. You say Dexter starts in November. That's good news. Thank you, learning to love myself. I needed some good news after that. Yeah, Miss Parker, the diabeticals. We going to eat like the diabeticals. I know how to do it because I used to have to prepare my mama's food when she was with me full time, and she's diabetical. So that's what we gonna be, sugar free. Y'all might not. I'm telling y'all might not get no tater pies in July behind this here, and no cobbler either, and no red velvet, because all that they'll call for sugar. Mm-hmm. Well, listen here. I'm finna go get my food because I need some meat. Wait a minute. Love my dogs too, girl. You sent another cash app. Thank you so much. She sent it. She said with the hashtag surviving Queen Sugar. Girl, you so crazy. Oh man. Love my dogs too. You are too sweet and too funny. Too sweet and too funny. Thank you so much for the cash app. I appreciate you. Don't worry, I'm gonna put that on my stout. Because I'm gonna drink me a few cold stouts tonight. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. It's going down. Thank you so much, and I truly appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at JC talking about no cobbler, red velvet, or sweet potato pies. Right now, y'all is on thin ice behind this sugar debacle. Queen Mermaid said, now this is blasphemy. We need the pies and cobbler. We need to redeem ourselves later. Don't worry, I'm not really going to take y'all desserts, but I got a man to behind what went on with this show. And we ain't even finished, y'all. I was behind by 6 episodes. I watched 3. That means I got to watch 3 more just to catch up. So there's that. But listen, I'm finna go get me some meat. Because maybe if I can eat something that tastes good and drink me a cold stout, I'll feel better and I can reconsider. But for right now, y'all done killed me for the night. And then sitting up here laughing at me. I'm going to get y'all. Don't worry. We got to have a family meeting soon anyway, because the planning committee, they done had 1 meeting. And I know after they have the second meeting, we'll have more information to give y'all. Okay? All right. So let's hop up and run on up out of here. Those of you who are going out, I want y'all to have a wonderful time this evening. If you're going out, please be careful. If you are driving and you have 1 drink too many, if you feel yourself lean even a little bit, make sure you call an Uber. If you can't, call me and I will get an Uber to you, because I would rather pay for your Uber than to hear a story later. Deandra said, okay, Seanitra, you going too far now. You know we Florida girls don't play about our food. Okay? All right. Y'all introduce me. Y'all don't want to introduce me to some nasty sugar. Good night, y'all. Get on up out of here before I sit up here all night talking with y'all. Go ahead on. Bye, Vet. Bye, Tina. Bye, Andrew Mack. Bye, Love My Dogs too. Bye, Candy. Bye, everybody. I love you guys, and we will talk again tomorrow. You know we got Front Porch Gossip. I do have an event tomorrow. So I may try to come on early and holler at y'all. I can't promise anything because I will be outdoors fanning and going on trying to stay cool while we out there, you know, at a cultural event. So we don't know how that's going to work out. Cross your fingers for me. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot. Queen, you just showed up. You going to catch the replay? That's what's up. But I will see you guys tomorrow. That much I can guarantee. What time? I can't promise. But I will. Y'all will see and hear from me tomorrow. Okay? Bye, y'all. Hit the like button on your way out.